going on, guys? It's Commish here. Got the DK Metcalf jersey on today. Stole it from Parker's Closet. Don't be mad, because we got the Week 7 recap coming in hot. Alright, guys, welcome back to the weekly recap. This week, got some good matchups here. First matchup, we got the Commish versus PNW Mennonites. The Commish coming out 124.34 to PNW Mennonites 97.82. The Commish coming out on top. PNW Mennonites top scorers George Kittle. He's got 6 receptions on 9 targets for 98 yards and a touchdown. Coming out to 18.8 fantasy points. Pretty solid outing for Kittle here. I think this might be his best week in the season so far, which is looking great for Keegs and the Niners in general. For me, the Commish, we got Joe Burr. It's getting chilly in since, if you know what I mean. The man's threw for 481 passing yards, 3 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground. Coming out with 39.24 fantasy points. Commish moves to 4-3. Mennonites moves to 2-5. Coming into this next matchup, we actually have our new segment of the show. It's called Taking Out the Trash.
Cheb, it's your day to take out the trash. Can you do it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Cool.
Nay!
Oh, hey, Casey.
Don't touch a thing.
Alright, for the new segment, we're going to be going over the biggest blowout of the week. We're going to see what's going right for one team and what's going wrong for the other. So let's start off with Jimmy's Disciples. We got 156 to Can You Digs It 75. This is the biggest blowout of the week, with Jimmy's Disciples doubling and even more than Can You Digs It's points. Jimmy's Disciples, let's see what's going right. Patrick Mahomes, he's got 26 points. Patty's just always going to do it. Josh Jacobs, I think, here is the highlight. Hate to say it every week, but the man scored 35 fantasy points on 20 rushes, 143 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Also having 3 receptions for 12 yards. Josh Jacobs is just doing that thing. He keeps doing it every week, so we'll see. Jamar Chase, obviously solid when Joe Burr's throwing for almost 500 yards a game. And then Eno Benjamin, solid pickup flex there while Connor's out. Obviously, you have Travis Kelce. So a lot of things starting to move great for Jack over there. Players are getting a little bit more consistent. We'll see how it is. But at this rate, Jack's team's looking really, really good. Kind of scary. Over to Can You Digs It here. The bright spot here on Can You Digs It's team this week was Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke had 15 rushes for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. 17.7 fantasy points. Had a sick hurdle, showing it in the clip, and then proceeded to score a touchdown on that same drive. But besides that, Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, not doing anything special this year. He's got Brian Robinson at running back, getting the carries, not getting the production, not efficient enough there for Brian Robinson yet. And then you're starting Rondale Moore and Rashad Bateman. It's tough to see that from the wide receiver 2 in the flex, but with Cook out, with Stephon Diggs out, it's not much you can do there. And that will be the end of Taking Out the Trash. Alright, let's get into the next matchup here. We got the Knights Who Say Snee versus Demon Mode. The Knights Who Say Snee coming out on top 100 points to Demon Mode 64 points. Worst performance this week out of the league is coming from Kyle B's Demon Mode with only 64 points. Demon Mode's top scorer this week's Christian Kirk, 7 receptions for 96 yards, 1 rush for 5 yards, totaling in that 13.6 fantasy points. Just not going to do it there from your top scorer. You got to have at least someone scoring 15 points or have everybody scoring 15 points. Having that, not great. But Demon Mode did have Debo underperform, Amon-Ra, St. Brown underperform. He's got ETN on the bench, so look for Demon Mode to start rising in stocks. I might invest in some Demon Mode stocks here pretty soon. The Knights Who Say Sneeze, top performer this week, Ramondre Stevenson. 11 rushes, 39 yards, and a touchdown. Also having 8 receptions for 59 yards, totaling 19.8 fantasy points. Solid there for Ramondre in a a running back room. That is hurting for the Knights Who Say Snee. He's picked up some handcuffs. Some injuries happened. Knights Who Say Snee might be on the up. We'll see. On to the next matchup. We got the Martini Police versus the Boners. The Boners coming out on top 112 to 92. We got the Boners here. We got IBM Watson, top scorer Austin Eckler. He's got 9 carries, 31 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. 12 receptions for 96 yards and a touchdown through the air. 30.7 fantasy points for the guy. Looking really nice. And then we got Martini Police, top scorer Aaron Jones. 8 carries, 23 yards, 9 receptions for 53 yards and 2 touchdowns, 24.1 fantasy points. Pretty solid outing there from Aaron Jones. The Boners move on to 6-1, and the Martini Police are going to 0-7. Let's see. Stu, for the last matchup here, we got Inside Job versus the Impassable Burger. Impassable Burger winning 92.9 to 81.24. The Impassable Burger, he had, who did he have as his top scorer? He had Kamara as his top scorer with 11 carries for 49 yards, 7 receptions for 56 yards. Pretty solid game, nothing too exciting, no touchdowns, but he's scoring those fantasy points. For Inside Job, the top scorer is Raheem Mostert. He's got 16 carries for 79 yards with 4 receptions and 30 yards and a touchdown through the air. 18.9 fantasy points there for Raheem Mostert. Pretty solid outing there, but he's just not going to do it for Inside Job. Inside Job just went through 2 brutal bye weeks there for the Bills and the Rams, taking out both of his top 2 scorers. 0-2 in the last 2 weeks, but he thinks he can start coming back. All his bye weeks are gone. We'll see what happens next. Inside Job moves to 5-2. The Impassable Burger moves to 2-5. Let's see here. What do we got next? We have the waiver report. We have, let's see. We got, this is a busy week for the waivers here. A lot of claims coming through. First off, we'll start off with the Martini Police picking up James Conner with the first overall waiver priority. Number 2 priority, we got Demon Mode picking up Kirk Cousins. Number 3, P&W Mennonites picking up Chuba Hubbard. Fun fact, when I worked at Costco and I pushed carts around in the fucking garage, in the parking lot, the guy I did it with was fucking, his cousin was Chuba Hubbard. So it's pretty sick. Fun fact. The Impassable Burger picking up the Panthers D. Kenya Digsit picking up Daniel Jones. The Commish picking up Paris Campbell. Inside Job picking up Mike Gesicki. Demon Mode picking up Jason Myers. P&W Mennonites picking up Colts Defense. Inside Job picking up Zay Jones. And Demon Mode picking up Tyler Boyd. Pretty hectic here on the waiver report. Let's go into the matchups for next week. Exciting stuff. First matchup, we got the Commish versus the Knights Who Say Snee. A lot of shit talking going on. The Commish is looking to fucking fuck him up. All right, there's no mercy this week. I'm all in. I need these wins. It'll be big. I'm coming in the week 4-3. The Knights Who Say Sneeze coming in the week 5-2. Demon Mode versus Can You Digs It. Demon Mode's looking to redeem himself. He's 2-5 right now. Can You Digs It. We saw him in the Taking Out the Trash segment. He's not looking to go back there, all right? Can You Digs It wants to rebound this week. It's going to be an exciting matchup. We'll see how it goes down. Demon Mode coming in 2-5. Can You Digs It coming in 3-4. The Boners, 6-1 versus the P&W Mennonites, 2-5. Now this is going to be a matchup. Keegi Biggie's team's on the rise. I don't know about you, but that was a notification. The Boners, always going to have that solid team, though. He's got Henry. He's got Eckler. Wait. Am I saying this correctly? Austin Eckler on bye this week. This could be huge for the development. Keegi Biggie looking to take advantage of that. He's got Barkley. He's got Taylor. It's looking like he's starting Dak Prescott. We'll see how that goes. That's going to be an exciting matchup. Let's go on to the next one. The Impassable Burgers versus the Martini Police. The Impassable Burgers coming in 2-5. Martini Police 0-7. Joey's looking to turn the narrative around here. He doesn't want to end up being the worst team in the league. That being said, the Impassable Burgers not been looking too bad. He's got Jalen Hurts. He's got Kamara. We'll see how that goes. Martini Police. He's got Kyler Murray. He's got Mike Evans. We'll see if Fournette bounces back this week from not having a great week last week. And then we got probably the matchup of the week here for the last matchup. Jimmy's Disciples going up against Inside Job. I'm pretty sure the Chiefs are on bye this week. Ooh, they are. Chiefs are on bye. Donnie's looking to slide in. He already got his bye weeks taken care of. Now it's Jimmy's turn. He's looking to take back that number one spot. Jimmy's Disciples coming in this week 6-1. Inside Job coming in 5-2. And I think that's going to do it for our matchups here. And that's going to do it for the recap for the week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go Hawks, baby. And I'll see you next week.